Hello, everybody. My name is Denis Yuzhakov. I am a representative of Free Republic of Liberland in Ukraine, and also I'm president of Chamber of Commerce Ukraine Liberland. And today, let me propose you to have a short review of Liberland's President Vit Edlicka about key Liberland's projects. It was a report. This report has been taken from official Floating Man Zoom conference, and today I would like to propose you this video to see it in our channel, because as I see, we are producing a little bit not enough content about Liberland in our channel, so I decided to put some important videos about Liberland in our channel, you to see it which way this republic is developing, and which way I think to explain you, not to see development of as embassy in Ukraine, but also to development of Liberland by itself. So let's see this report. Let's go.
I would like to actually utilize my 10 minutes to go over the newest brochure, which is coming out to print. It's coming out to all the representative offices around the world, and I would like to take the 10 minutes to go through this I would say very nice presentation material of what are all the projects that Liberland is pushing forward. Not all, actually. Many of them are not presented there yet. For example, like the new e-residency app that you heard about, but many of the projects that we are doing right now. So let me just quickly switch to the sharing of the screen. And we are actually having this brochure coming out printed as a big board, so the attendees of this year's Floating Man can see it and read it by themselves before it even gets printed. Okay. It has come up with a lot of new graphics for Liberland. Also, you can see the new logo and the new stamps for whole Liberland government being presented, starting with the nice quote that Liberland is a provocative idea which has reached serious proportions by the former Minister of Interior, the person that we have had quite some trouble over the last years. And it comes up with an explanation why we are doing Liberland, what's really behind it, why we believe that freedom works, and that what is the driving force of our nation, which is very much similar to the driving force of, let's say, the United States in its very beginning. There are some nice opportunities laid out by Thomas Walls, our foreign minister, who is with us as well. There is the explanation of all the economic benefits that Liberland has to bring to Serbia and Croatia. Let me remind you that we can boost in 10 years the economic prosperity by more than 10% of both of these countries. We could literally bring enormous economic benefit to the whole region. And it also continues with the case for Liberland. We've got now 2 legal studies fighting for the legality of Liberland, and they are completely neutral. One of them is Michigan Journal of International Law, and the other one is Chicago Journal of International Law. Both of these studies are basically arguing that Liberland fulfills the Montevideo criteria as they were laid out almost 100 years ago now. And it goes through all the aspects of the statehood that the country needs to fulfill. And yes, we do have a territory, it's 7 square kilometers. Yes, we do have a population, it's now more than 625,000 people that applied for citizenship or registered on our website. We have anthem, we have a flag, thanks to great artists that are part of our national movement. We have our Proclamation of Independence. It has not been published, but it is now for the first time published in our brochure, the original Proclamation of Independence that was read when the country was established. There is a little bit more about the border case that is going on between Croatia and Serbia, and there is the proposition for the best solution that Liberland can bring to the whole region through its creation. There is also our cadastre map. You can visit it at e/liberland.org. There is some beautiful design that was the winning design in 2 years ago that was organized by Patrick Schumacher, who is with us and who is also speaking shortly after me, the principal of Zaha Hadid. Let me remind you, there is a new competition coming up. You can see the website down here is designliberland2020.ll.land. That's the new website for new upcoming competition for the urban design. And also let me remind you that this design competition is not just about Liberland. It also includes Napredak, one of the potential economic zones here that we are developing in Serbia on the other side of the river. So you can take part, if you are an architect, part of something which is actually going to be realized fairly soon. And I hope we will receive full support from the local authorities for this project. There is the explanation of our documents. We've got a beautiful citizenship certificate, nice e-residency cards, as well as right now I can announce that we have a great new project for regular passports. So the regular citizens will be able to enjoy the benefits of Liberland passports and will be able to travel to them to the countries that recognize Liberland. And I hope we will also soon be able to reveal the number of countries where we have already achieved some partial or full recognition of Liberland as a sovereign country. There is, of course, advertisement to the social events, one of them being Floating Man. Again, this year is because of the coronavirus restrictions severely made much smaller than, of course, it were supposed to be. But yet we really want to make it easy for all Liberlanders to come down here and enjoy our boats and enjoy the beautiful nature and literally become part of all the social events that are happening in the region as well, support the local economy through the tourism. I believe that a strong presence of Liberlanders in the region is one of the critical things that we have to take care of. Also, you know, as you might know, we have beautiful ladies with us. I'm all happy that this Floating Man is also attended by Maria Anisic. She has won she's actually looking at us right now here. She has won the Miss International Motorsport. She was second actually in that competition 2 years ago representing Liberland. And we've got lots of sports teams, lots of media. Thank you, Julian and Adam, for being with us. And there is this project of the free zone, which I think we will be able to uncover in the next month when we get all the permits for building. I think it will be one of those projects that will show to the local politicians and show to the world that we are actually capable of building up a network of trade, even with the existing conditions in our existing neighboring countries. Let me remind you, of course, that right now we've got a very nice and stable government with Bogi Wozniak in place as a vice president, and Pierre-Louis Boitel also as vice president. And let me give a little bit of credit to my wife that put this brochure together. Again, I think it was a very good step forward for a nice presentation of our activities globally. Let me give some credit to Tariq Abbasi, who has been on the forefront of our recognition movement in Africa. And let me remind you that our Minister of Foreign Affairs, also watching, Thomas Walls, is doing great work on our diplomatic documents and correspondence with the countries where we are seeking the international recognition, a former American diplomat. And you have already heard from Samuel Der Kazarian, and there is a small scheme of all the things that he's planning to do with our e-governance. It's a big challenge. I would say it is one of the evolutionary steps of the mankind, putting the governance of a nation state to a transparent, functional blockchain platform. I'm also happy that we have here a couple of developers with us on the Floating Man this year that have made it possible that things are coming in place. Namely, we've got Philip, who is taking care of our company registry here with us. And there is, of course, lots of diplomatic achievements. The ones that we can publish is the recognition and mutual signing of the collaboration with Somaliland. But right now, I can tell you, we also have some great achievements globally in Central America and in Africa. We were able, through our humanitarian activities, to help people in need. For example, in Haiti, we were able to send foreign aid to Croatia, and we have followed all the paperwork to basically deliver it as a proper foreign aid. I was happy that I received the same form like Croatia did with Albania, so it was a state-to-state aid initially, but at the end we had to change it. But it was nice that the Ministry of Interior was communicated with Liberland like with another state. Very promising development. And lots of other projects that Liberland Aid Foundation is doing. Of course, if you are active in humanitarian activities, the Liberland Aid Foundation needs your help. It is one of the strongest arm of the Liberland diplomatic corps, I would say. If we can say we have done this, this, and this, and that, why don't you recognize us? It is working very well. You know, we have also with Liberland Aid Foundation helped the local school here in APATIN with computers. We have given them a 3D printer. So they're active all around the world, and they really deserve to be supported by a Liberland community. And let me remind you as well that we've got an order of merit. First in the history, there is a list of people that received it. And I can tell you it's a very prestigious list, including people like Daniel Hanna. Like Nigel Farage, including people like Ron Paul. So very famous people, but I can tell you also today, I can announce that we've got 12 new people that will receive the award. And those are the firefighter and the divers that have saved our boat Freedom from total destruction through their actions. So we will have 12 new awardees of that medal very shortly. And let me also remind you that we've got now more than 100 representatives around the world. And last time I counted, we also have 10 physical offices that are representing Liberland. One of the most beautiful one is in Brussels. So if you ever come to Brussels, don't hesitate to visit a small castle inside of the center of Belgium, where you can enjoy the Liberland meetings. A very nice place. But wherever you go now, we've got missions, and I'm happy that we've got Conrad, our representative from Spain, with us. For example, we've got Navid, who is going to be presenting today as well on the Chinese and North Korea relations. And you can see it's a lot of great people with some great backgrounds. I'm really grateful for them to support Liberland. I think it is, of course, only possible to get Liberland up and running if we've got a strong diplomatic network like this all around the world that is pushing the recognition of Liberland. You know, there is not enough time to give everybody credit, but that also tells you that we are quite strong organization now operating globally, which again, I believe is the key for the success of the future. Yeah, our African team, couple notable recognitions. I'm very happy, for example, that Jan Omer is representing us in Congo. He is also official representative in the United Kingdom of Congo, so that connects us very close to Congo government.